Today we will start the lecture on estimating and costing. So we have already discussed in last lectures the various items of work, the calculations regarding we have seen the calculations regarding Morum filling, we have seen the calculations regarding Splint filling, and also we have seen the calculations regarding rubble filling. Okay? So in today's lectures again we will have the same concept, and beyond this we will have some more concepts related with this. We will see some more concepts related with this, and most important is we will calculate the DPC, that is dam proof course. Here DPC stands for dam proof course, DPC, dam proof course. So here first we have to see the concept, or first we have to see properly the section which has been given in this. Here DPC, it has been laid over the second step UCR top, second step UCR. This is first step UCR which is having a width of 600. This is the second step UCR which is having a width of 500. That means this top surface, it has been laid with DPC which is having a negligible thickness. Okay? Therefore in this case thickness, it has not been mentioned. It is near about 12 mm or 15 mm, or it may be 20 mm also. So it is very negligible thickness is there for DPC. And also DPC, while calculating the quantity of DPC, we have to measure in meter square. So we will measure the quantity of DPC, that is dam proof course, here in meter square. Why in meter square? Because the quantity is very less, and third quantity, that is the thickness, is very less, and therefore the quantity to be measured in meter square. Also this mosaic tile flooring, it is having the same along the same line it has been laid, but here it has been laid from this point. Here mosaic tile flooring, it has been laid from this point. That means the quantity of mosaic tile flooring to be calculated from this line. Okay? So there it may be in this case also. Okay? So here most important is, while calculating the quantity of mosaic tile flooring or DPC, we have to see properly the section from which point it is to be considered. Okay? So here DPC, it has been laid above the second step UCR, that is having a width of 500. So this is up to this point we are laying the DPC, and where the DPC ends, the mosaic tile flooring, it has been laid. That means mosaic tile flooring and Splint filling, they are along the same line. Okay? Mosaic tile flooring and Splint filling, they are along the same line. This is the line, it has been same. In previous lectures we have seen that this mosaic tile flooring was laid from this wall thickness. Okay? From where the wall it has been laid, the same point, at the same point we are having the mosaic tile flooring. But here in this case, while seeing the sections, the mosaic tile flooring and Splint filling, they are having at the same level. Okay? They are at the same line. That means where the DPC ends, the mosaic tile flooring, it has been started. So this small concept is also very important, because we are measuring the quantity. Okay? So we have to properly see the section which has been laid, the section which has been provided, that mosaic tile flooring, it has been laid from this point, from this level where Splint filling it has been done. Okay? So we will see the various things. Again kitchen room, it has been given, bedrooms and living room, that is one kitchen is there, one bedroom is there, living room is there, with the different dimensions are there. 3 meters is the length, 3.3 is the width, again 3.2 is the length and 3.3 is the width, 4.6 is the length and 3.3 is the width of the living room. So these are the dimensions given. Again most important is the schedule of doors and windows are also given. Here door, it is having the door, it has been mentioned as 1 by 2.1. that means 1 meter is the length of the door and height of door is 2.1. Here 2.1 in this case of door, it has been mentioned as height, because normally we are providing the doors which is having a again the door to be measurement. 1 meters is the length of the door. This is 1 meters is the length of the opening. This is the length of opening which has been provided as 1 meters. This is length of opening for door, this door or this door. What about the height of opening? Height of opening is 2.1. Same way in the case of window. The window, it has been mentioned as 1.1 by 1.3. That means 1.1 is the in lengthwise opening, and what is the height wise opening? We have to see this figure, this plan in 3-dimensional. So this height wise window, it has been mentioned as 1.3. So it is clear in this section. So this is nothing but the window which is to be laid above sea level. So what is the height of window? Height of window, it is 1.3. What is the thickness of RCC lintel? Here thickness of RCC lintel is 150 mm thick. So later on we will see what is the use of this RCC lintel, or how to calculate the quantity of RCC in meter cube. We will see later on. Just I am explaining how to use this dimension for door and windows. So door, it is nothing but the dimension, it has been given in L into H. Okay, L into H. This L, it is nothing but 1 meters, H is nothing but 2.1. Same way for windows, L is 1.1 and H is 1.3. So these two schedule of openings has been given for doors and windows. Moreover, I have already explained DPC, mosaic tile flooring and splint filling. Before that, we have to draw the center line plan. The center line plan, it has to be drawn. The center line, it has been passing through the center of the wall. So what is the wall thickness? Here in this plan, it has been clear that the wall thickness for all the sides of wall, including the interior walls, is nothing but which has been mentioned as 300 mm. Okay. What is it has been mentioned in section 300 mm thick brick masonry wall. So this here, this hash portion indicates the brickwork which is having a thickness of 300 mm. So 300 mm is nothing but the thickness of brickworks. So first we have to draw the center line plan. The center line plan, it is to be passed through the center of the wall. So here kitchen length, it has been mentioned as 3 meters. So here 3 meters is the kitchen length. So again 300 mm is the wall thickness. So 0.15 plus 0.15. That is 3.3 is the total length of the this center to center distance of this kitchen. Again 3.2 plus again 0.15. So 3.2 plus 0.3, that is 3.5. So I have already taken this 3.5 here also. The 3.5 is the length of this center to center distance of this bedroom. That means from this part to this part, it has been 3.3, and from this line to this line it has been 3.5. Same way along the width direction, 3.3 is the width of this kitchen room or bedroom or living room. So that means width of the all the three rooms, it has been same. So we can give the short wall, we can give the notations for this as short walls, or we will see later. 3.3 plus 0.15 plus 0.15, that is the center to center distance, that is this from this point up to this point. So 3.3 plus 0.3 is nothing but 3.6. So 3.6 is the center to center distance for this. What about this living room? 4.6 is the inner to inner dimensions. 0.15, that is 4.6 plus 0.3. So 4.9 is L2. So here we have taken as L2 as 4.9, and we have added L1 because they are along the same line. So we have added this, and we have given the notation horizontal as long wall and vertical as short wall. Again vertical, we are having the identical dimensions as 3.3, 3.3, 3.3, 3.3 and 3.3. So we have given the notations as only S1, that is S1, whereas L1 is identical. We have added this 2 because they are along the same line. So we can add. Okay. Why we have so here L1 we have after additions, L1 is nothing but 6.8. So we have taken this addition 6.8. So how many L1s are there? 2 L1s are there and 1 L2 is there. So which things to be calculated? So I have written here. We will find out in this problem the splint filling. We will find out. We will find out mosaic tile flooring. We will find out the damp proof course. That is DPC, damp proof course. So we will find out these 3 important quantities. That is damp proof course. Again we have taken this L1 after addition 3.3 from this point to this point is 3.3 and 3.5. What is the total distance? So I have taken directly as 6.8. L2 is nothing but this 4.6 plus 0.3 is nothing but 4.9 is the L2. What is S1? So S1 is 3.3 plus 0.3, that is 3.6. Now after that, most important is the calculations of the total center to center distance. So just we have multiplied the number of L1s and L2 and S1. So here there are 2 numbers of L1. So I have written here as 2 numbers of L1. How many numbers of L2 are there? So only 1 numbers of L2 is there. First we will cover all the horizontal numbers. So here from this point to this point, 1 horizontal L1, 1 then again another L1, and L2 is from this point to this point, and it is having 1 quantity. So 1 quantity is there for L2. How many S1s are there? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here 5 S1 is there. Again we have taken the quantities as 2 into its length. L1 is nothing but 6.8. Again 1 times L2 is nothing but 4.9. 5 times S1 is nothing but 3.6. So after all multiplication and addition, the quantity comes to be, or the center to center distance comes to be 36.5. So 36.5 is again very important. We have calculated 36.5. Again we will calculate the different things. As first serial number, we will proceed to first serial number as splint filling. Okay. Again splint filling, this splint filling, it has been started. What is the depth of splint filling? Here splint filling, it has been given as depth as 650, which is somewhat visible. It may be visible. This splint filling, it has been mentioned as 650 mm. This splint filling, it has been mentioned as 650. It is 6. It is not 8. It is 650. Okay. So 650 mm. You have to even correct this, correct in the sense tally this value whether this value is correct. So splint filling is 650. Here it is 800. So it may be taken as 650, because if we are taking as 850, that means 800 850. So therefore this quantity is 650. From this total quantity of 800, this quantity is 650. Okay. The splint filling, it is having a depth of 650. How to find out this offset? Because it has been started from this point and this point. Okay. So this is nothing but the points. So here splint filling, it has been laid within the room. That means kitchen room, it is having a dimensions of 3.3 by 3.3. This is nothing but the inner to inner dimensions of the kitchen room. But in this case splint filling, it will be laid from this line. Here line will be drawn. Okay. The splint filling, it will be laid within this line. Within this line. So here this splint filling, it is to be laid within the kitchen room. So within the kitchen room, that means inside the kitchen room, here wall, it has been starting from this point. So here within this room, we are providing the splint fillings. Okay. So splint filling, it is having some offset. It is having this wall line. It has been laid from this line. Here is the wall, inner to inner dimensions, which we will measure for wall. So that means this kitchen room will be starting from this 3 meters, will be starting from this end. But here splint filling, it has been laid from this. So we have to find out, or we have to calculate the offset here. Okay. So here offset to be calculated on inner side and as well as outer side. That means this 500 is nothing but the second step UCR width. And what is the width of masonry? So here width of masonry is 300. That means 500 minus 300 is the distance. And as it is having the two offsets, inner and outer offset, so here it has been divided by 2. So here I am writing down the offset as offset. Okay. Here offset concept is very important. So we will take the width as 500. So 500 minus UCR second step width is 500. 500 minus brickworks width is 300. So 500 minus 300 is 200. So 200 is the total offset, but we have to take this, we have to divide it in 2, because inner side and outer side, it is equally divided. So here this 200, that is again divided by 2, that is 200 divided by 2, that will be 100 mm. Okay. So 100 mm is nothing but the 100 mm is nothing but the 100 mm is nothing but the width. Okay. So convert this into meters. So 0.1 meters. So 0.1 meters is the offset for this splint fillings. Okay. So it is 0.1 meters is the offset for this splint filling. That means while laying the splint filling within the kitchen room, so that means 0.1 to be left from this wall side, 0.1 to be left from this side, 0.1 to be left from this width side, and 0.1 to be left out this side. That means this splint filling to be laid within the room by keeping the offset on all sides as 0.1, by keeping the offset as 0.1 on all sides, from this side in y directions, in this side also, in this side also, and in this side also. Okay. So 0.1 is the offset for this splint filling. So we will calculate the splint filling. So we have calculated the offset. So splint filling. So first we will find out, we will calculate for kitchen. So I am writing down here as kitchen. Then in kitchen we will find out for in kitchen we will first find out the length and width. So first we are finding out the length of kitchen. Length of kitchen. Okay. So what is the length of kitchen in this case? So 3 meters is the length, and offset is 0.1 on this side and 0.1 on this side. Okay. So 3 meters minus 3 meters minus 0.1 for this offset minus 0.1 for this end. Okay, so this 0.1 from this end also, 0.1 from this end also, that means this length it has been reduced to, what is the length reductions, 0.1 and 0.1, that is 2.8. Okay, so 2.8 meters is the length of this kitchen. Okay, the length of kitchen we have taken as 2.8. we have deducted this 0.1 plus 0.1, that is 0.2. So 3 minus 0.2 is nothing but 2.8. Same way, width of the kitchen, width is we will calculate what is the width of this kitchen room. So 3.3 is the width. So 3.3 again minus 0.1 for this side minus 0.1 on this side. Okay, so that means along these directions also, along vertical directions, along this y directions also, we will leave 0.1 from top side and 0.1 from this side. That means again there it will have an offset for this. So 3.3 minus 0.1, 0.1, that is 3.1 meters. So 3.1 meters is the width of this room. How many numbers of kitchens is there? Only one number is there. What is the length? We have calculated as, just now calculated length as 2.8. What is width? Just now calculated width is nothing but 3.1. What about height? So as there is no as such height provided. Okay, because this the plinth filling here, sorry, the height of plinth filling, it has been mentioned as 650 mm, 650. Okay, whether it is visible or not, so this 650 is nothing but the plinth filling height. So 650 mm, that is converted to 0.65. So this 0.65. So 0.65 is nothing but the height of the plinth fillings. So 0.65. So it has been the quantity, and this quantity it has been mentioned in cubic meters. So this is it is nothing but in cubic meters. Okay. Again, plinth filling for kitchen room we have calculated. Next we will start for bedroom. So bedroom. So again length of bedroom. What is the length of bedroom in this case? Length of bedroom is 3.2. So 3.2 again minus with the offset, and it comes to be 0.1, 0.1, 0.2, that comes to be 3 meters. So 3 meters is the length of the bedrooms. Okay, for plinth filling. What about the width of the bedroom? So again we will find out the width. Width in this case is nothing but the same, that is 3.3. So 3.3 is the width minus 0.1 minus 0.1, and it comes to be 3.1 meters. So it is very simple calculations are there. So 3.1 is the this. How many numbers of bedrooms? 1 numbers of bedrooms. What is the length of this bedroom? 3 meters. Width of bedroom, it is same as 3.1. Height of this filling is nothing but 0.65. So here we have calculated this as 6.045. The quantity is same, that is in cubic meters. The same way for living room. Living room. Again we have to find out the length. What is the length of living room in this case? 4.6. So 4.6 minus 0.1 for first side minus 0.1 for other side. So that means 0.22 we deducted from 4.6 to 0.2. After deduction it has been 4.4 meters. So 4.4 meters is nothing but the length of this living room. Okay, so 4.6 minus 0.2 is nothing but 4.4. Same way width. Width for this case is nothing but same, that is 3.3. Sorry, yes, width in this case is same, that is, we will copy this because this part is same. Yes. So how many numbers are there? 1 number is there. What is its length? 4.4. Just now we have calculated. 3.1 is the same as 3.1 and 0.045 is same. So in this way we have calculated the quantity as 8.866. Okay. So this is nothing but the plain filling quantity to be laid in kitchen room, bedroom and living room. So here we will add these quantities and to be written total as this. So this plus this plus this will be the total quantity. That means it has been given as so it has been given as cubic meters. So these quantities they are measured in cubic meters. So I have written the quantity for plain filling as cubic meters. So what is the quantity for cubic meters? 20.553 is the total quantity of plain filling in cubic meters. Okay. The same way we have to find out the different quantities. So same serial number 2 in this mosaic tile flooring we will find out. So we will copy this serial number 2. We will find out the mosaic tile flooring. Okay. Again, while calculating the quantity of mosaic tile flooring, you have to see the line from where it has been started. Okay. This mosaic tile flooring, it has been started at the line of plain filling. Okay. So this plain filling along this line, this mosaic tile flooring, it has been laid. That means we have to consider the offset, the same offset concept for the mosaic tile flooring also, because it has been laid along this line. It has been started from this line. Okay. It is not this mosaic tile flooring, it has not been started from this wall. Okay. It has been started along this line where plain filling it has been started. Okay. So along the same line it has been started. Therefore mosaic tile flooring, it has having the same concept of plain filling. That is, we have to take the concept of plain mosaic tile flooring, same concept as 0.1 meter offset. Okay. So we'll take the same as 0.1 meters. Also mosaic tile flooring, it is having a very negligible thickness. Therefore also in modes of measurements we have seen that in mosaic tile flooring it has been measured in square meters. It is not as such measured in meter cube. Mosaic tile flooring, it has been measured in meter square. Okay, because this thickness is very less. The same quantities are there, only this height column will not be there, because this 0.65 height will not be there. Here mosaic tile flooring, it is having very negligible thickness and it has been measured in square meters. So first we will find out the same length, and same length to be calculated with same offset because it has been laid along the same line. So we will copy this part same. The same will be there. There is no change. Length will be same, width will be same. 1 is total and 2.8 is the length. Again 3.1 is the width. Okay. So just we have to take this multiplications. Okay. So here there will not be as such the value. So this is nothing but the multiplication of this. So this multiplied by this quantity. So 8.68 is nothing but the quantity, and it has been measured in square meters. This concept is very important. Okay. So this mosaic tile flooring, it has been measured in square meters with negligible height. So here dash can also be written, but while providing dash some formula it has been introduced, therefore leave the space or dash can be provided. Okay. So or nil we can also write down as here as nil also. Okay. So 8.68. Next is again same way mosaic tile flooring. We have taken the kitchen room. Same way we will take the bedroom. The same quantity is there. Mosaic tile flooring. The same quantity is there. So 1 is numbers, 3.1 is the length, and this part it has been, there is no as such calculations. So it is just the multiplication of this. So how much is the quantity? 9.3 is the quantity for this. Okay, there is no value. What about the living room? The living room will again be same. Okay. So what is the quantity for living room? Living room is 4.1 quantity, one numbers is there. It is 4.4 same, 3.3 same, nearly again the quantity is same. So these are the three quantities which has been provided for the mosaic tile flooring. Again these all quantities they are in square meters. Okay. So these quantities are in square meters. So I have taken this as square meters. Just we have to add this. So this quantity plus this quantity plus this quantity is nothing but the quantity as 31.62. The quantity of this is nothing but the square meters. Okay. So here second concept, we have seen the mosaic tile flooring which has been laid along the line of plain filling, and it is having the same offset. Okay. So this concept of offset is, it has been also be implemented for mosaic tile flooring. But in last lectures we have seen that the flooring, it has been started from the wall. Therefore we have taken the inner dimensions. We have directly taken the inner dimensions. But in this case, mosaic tile flooring, it has been started along this line. Okay. So along the plinth line, therefore this concept of offset, it has been used. Okay. What is the next thing? Third important calculations is Dpc. So we will take this as directly as Dpc. Again, most important is Dpc. It is having very negligible thickness. That is the thickness of mosaic tile flooring, and the Dpc, it is almost the same. So Dpc, it is very negligible thickness. Again the same, it has been measured in square meters. So Dpc will be measured in square meters because the thickness is very less. And what is the width of the Dpc? The Dpc width is having the width of UCR second step, that is 500. So 500 is nothing but the width of Dpc. What about the height of Dpc? It is very negligible. There is no as such height for Dpc. What about the length? The length is nothing but this Dpc will be laid along the same, that is the center line plan, or along this long wall short wall. Okay. So along the long wall short wall, this Dpc will be laid. Okay. So this Dpc to be calculated by the concept of this long wall and short wall. Okay. Because Dpc, this is nothing but the wall. Below walls Dpc will be provided. Okay. That means where wall it has been provided, the wall it has been provided along all the peripheries. Okay. Wall is to be provided along all the peripheries. That means along all the center lines. Okay. So along all the center lines we are providing the Dpc layer. Therefore this long wall short wall method, or this L1, L2 and S1 will be used to, in order to find out the quantity of Dpc. Okay. In order to find out the quantity of Dpc, because this Dpc will be laid where UCR will be laid, Dpc will be laid, or above where wall will be laid, Dpc will be laid. The wall will be laid along all the peripheries and along the center line. Okay. That means Dpc will also be laid. Okay. So first we will find out the length of long wall. The L1 is the length of long wall. So first, what is the concept of long wall? We have to add the width of the sections for long wall and subtract width of section for short wall. The L1 is there. What is the length of L1? We have taken as 6.8. So 6.8. What is the width of section in this case? The width of section is nothing but this width as 500. So 500 is nothing but 0.5 meters. So 6.8 minus 0.5, that comes to be 6.3. So 6.3 is nothing but the 6.3 meters is nothing but the L1. Okay. So L1 is nothing but having the length of 6.3. That is 6.8 is nothing but the long wall length. From this point to this point is the length of the long wall. That is 6.8 plus width. Sorry. It has been for long wall. It has been added. Okay. Plus width of section. Sorry. Okay. So it has been added. So for long wall, it has been taken added the width of section. So 6.8 plus width of section for Dpc is nothing but 0.5. So 6.8 plus 0.5 is 7.3. Okay. So 7.3. This is nothing but the length of long wall. So how many number of long wall is there? So only 2 numbers of long wall is there. So we have taken as 2. Okay. Or we can take this here also, because there are little space left. Okay, I've started from this line. We will omit this because less lines are available for this. Okay, so we will omit this. 2 numbers are there. So 2 numbers is there. So this quantity is 2 numbers. So 6.8 plus 0.5, that is 7.3. How many numbers of long wall is there? This is 1 number and this is another number. That means 2 numbers of long wall is there. What is the length of long wall? 7.3 is the length of long wall. What is width of this section for Dpc? Width of section is 500. That is 0.5 is the width of this section. What about the height? Height is negligible. Therefore, there is no as such height. The height, again we will take this as nil, and this value we will take this as same. That is 7.3. Okay. So it is just the multiplications of this. So 7.3. Again it has been measured in square meters. So again it has been measured in square meter. Dpc is measured in square meter. So L1, same way for L2. So L2 we will find out for L2. So L2 is 4.9. What is the length of L2? The L2 length is nothing but 4.9. So 4.9 is the length. Again it has been added with the width of section 0.5. So what is 4.9 plus 0.5? That is 5.4. So 5.4 is nothing but the L2 length. So how many numbers of L2 is there? So how many numbers of L2? L1 are 2 numbers, whereas L2 is only 1 numbers. Okay, so we will take this as 1 numbers. What is the length of L2? That is 5.4. We have already taken this, calculated this just now. Width of section is 0.5, 0.5. Again there is no thickness for DPC, so again this value is same, and this value will be, it comes to be 2.7. Okay, so this value is to be coming, it is coming to be 2.7. How many numbers of short wall is there? So S1s are there. S1 value is nothing but S1 is nothing but 3.6 is the S1 value. So S1 we have taken as 3.6. So 3.6. Again for short wall we will subtract the width of section, that is minus 0.5, that is 3.1. So 3.1 meters is the 3.6 minus 0.5, that is 3.1 meters is the short wall. How many numbers of short wall is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So here short walls are, we have calculated the length of short wall S1. S1 is 3.6 minus 0.5, that is 3.1. How many numbers of short walls is there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So 5 numbers are there. So we will take this as 5, and its length is 3.1. So 3.1 is the length. What about the width of short wall? So 0.5 is the width of short wall. Again there is no as such value for this, it has been measured in this. So this value is nothing but 7.75. So here we have taken subtracted the width of sections for short wall and added for in case of long wall we have added, and we have calculated the quantities. Okay, so this quantity is nothing but the DPC quantity, L1, L2 and S1. So again we will find out this quantity, or we will add this quantity. So we will add this plus this plus this. Okay, so these are the 3 quantities, that is DPC quantity 17.75 is the total quantities. Okay, again most important is this while using this DPC concept, again most important the point to be cleared is nothing but we have to deduct the door openings in case of DPC calculations. Okay, so while calculating DPC quantity, again most important is we have to deduct the doors. Okay, because you have to just imagine this DPC, it has been laid below the wall. Okay, so this DPC we are laying below the wall. This wall is nothing but having a thickness of 300 mm, and here we are applying a DPC. That means while drawing this door, these are the 3 doors, 1, 2, 3 doors, and these are the walls. Okay, so while providing the doors, this DPC will not be laid. Okay, this DPC will not be laid, that is damp proof course will not be laid below the door. That means this quantity will be deducted from this total quantity, that is 17.75. So here how many numbers of doors are there? 1, 2, 3. 3 numbers of doors are there. Therefore we have to deduct the 3 numbers of doors, quantity of 3 numbers of doors for DPC. Deductions is very important. We have to deduct the quantities. So here deductions for doors, we will write down as deduction for doors. Okay, so how many numbers of doors? D. So D is equals to, okay, so deduction for doors is there. So how many numbers of D is there? And D is having dimensions of 1 by 2.1. So 1 represents the length and 2.1 represents the height. Okay, the height is represented by 2.1 and 1 is meters is the length. Okay, the 1 meters is nothing but the length. So again while calculating or while finding out DPC, deductions for doors and windows, how many numbers of doors and windows is there? 3 numbers of doors is doors are there. What is the length of one door? The one opening length is nothing but 1. So 1 it has been mentioned, so we will take this as well. What is width? So we have taken, this total width will be minus. Always one thing to be kept in mind while deductions, the same width to be taken. Okay, so we have taken the DPC width as 0.5, the same width to be used for deductions. Okay, so same width will be used for deductions, that is 0.5. Okay, so again 1 meters is the length and width is nothing but the 0.5. What is the use of height? The height will not be used because this height of DPC is very less we are not using the height of 2.1. The height of 2.1 is the door height, but what is the DPC height? So there is no as such DPC height. So there is no as such DPC height. That means height will not be considered. So this is nothing but the 1.5 is the deduction quantity. Okay. So this is nothing but 1.5. So we will use this as minus. We will write down as minus. Why? Because this quantity to be subtracted. This minus to be taken. Okay. So this minus to be taken. Okay. So here deductions for doors concept is very important. Here 3 numbers of doors are there. What is the length of one door? 1 meters is the length of door. What is width? The same width of DPC is 0.5. What about the thickness? The thickness, height of door. So height of door will not be considered. Height of DPC will be considered because we are finding out the quantity of DPC. Okay, we are finding out the quantity of DPC. So DPC height is negligible. So therefore negligible we have taken, and just we have multiplied these quantities, and it comes to be 1.5. Why we have taken as minus? Why minus we have taken? Because it is to be subtracted. So here we will write down as final quantity of DPC. The final quantity of DPC is nothing but this quantity minus this quantity. So this quantity minus this quantity is nothing but the quantity of DPC. So this quantity is most important, that is the quantity of DPC. So we will not take as 17.75, we will take as 16.25 after deductions. Okay? So after deductions we have taken the DPC quantity, final quantity of DPC as 16.25 square meters. Okay? So this 16.25 concept is very important. How to calculate the quantity DPC? Because this we have to consider the deductions concept also for DPC. So we have taken as 16.25. So here I have discussed the 2 most important concepts in this problem. We have discussed the concept of Splint Filling, we have discussed the concept of Mosaic tile flooring, and we have discussed the concept of dam proof course. Okay, DPC. So these 3 concepts we have cleared in this today's problem. Again we will see, or we will practice this concept, and we will see some more concepts in remaining lectures. Okay. So thank you. If anyone having doubts related with this, how to calculate the quantity of Splint Filling or Mosaic tile flooring or DPC, they can ask me. The doubts will be clear. Okay. So here we will end the today's lecture. Thank you.